Hey everybody, welcome to the Real of the Fandom. So for this evening, my video will be my top 4 most annoying tropes that I do not like. So this is the first video I've ever done of this type. All my other videos have been about specific books or a monthly read, so I'm not fantastic with videos. So I hope you forgive me if I appear awkward, dorky, or expressionless. That is not usually how I am. So my first trope that I do not like, but sometimes it's alright, is the love triangle, like everybody else. So I think one of the only ones I actually approve of is The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare. Will, Jem, and Tessa are all 3 okay choices because I love all 3 characters. All 3 of them are my favorites. And so I would not be offended or annoyed if any of them got together. And Tessa isn't whiny, like, oh, who should I choose? Like, should I choose Jem or Will, you know? No, she has a hard time deciding in her mind, but stays true to what her spoken decisions are and doesn't flip-flop back and forth. And it's nice and it's not annoying at all. One of the biggest love triangles I cannot stand is In the Kiss of Deception, by, I can't even remember her name now, Mary Stewart, I don't know. Anyway, Leah, Rafe, and Caden. I cannot stand Rafe or Caden, they annoy the heck out of me. I love Leah and I think she was perfectly fine by herself, and so I could not stand either choice, and so it's just like, you know what, this is annoying. The last book of that series was not great. I think the middle book was my favorite when she didn't have to really focus on either of them. Anyway, so the love triangle is definitely one of my least favorite. Another one that I find really problematic is what is sort of like automatic clarity. If you have somebody who is insane or just cloudy at best, or just like not all there, and then all of a sudden there is something that makes them like totally clear, like Elaine from A Court of Thorns and Roses. Don't get me wrong, I love Elaine, and she's perfect in every way, and so is Sergio Moss. But that it was something I was like, okay. Like as soon as anybody understands that they are the reason that they're cloudy or mildly insane, as soon as they understand the reason and they speak it, the person inflicted with insanity is immediately sane. Like they're just like totally clear, they understand everything. In Bloodlines, Clarence Donahue is told that he is actually right about the whole vampire hunters, and instantly he is like starts talking like a normal person and doesn't go on rampages or tangents, and so they're all like, whoa, like that doesn't make any sense. Like they would still be conflicted inside if they were truly, you know, not all there. And so it's just mildly annoying whenever that happens. It doesn't happen a lot, but it does happen in multiple times, and so it kind of sticks with me. The other thing that I think everybody has a problem with as well is insta-love, when somebody is stuck together and 2 people are stuck together and they end up madly in love, and nothing can split them apart. So most of the books on my shelves can atone for that. Under the Never Sky is one, Legend, Divergent. There are a whole bunch of books that happens all the time. There is like one true love and that's it. No choices, no nothing. It's just like, that's the one person that you're gonna go with. Seriously, it doesn't make any sense because you go through multiple people, and you know that is reality. Like in Throne of Glass by Sergio Moss, and House of Night by PC and Kristen Cast. That makes sense. The other thing that I have a problem with is insta power. So this is sort of mildly controversial with me because there are certain people that I really like, but it sounds weird when all of a sudden they're all powerful. Like Sarlin from The Dragon's Price by Bethany Wiggins. She, like, as soon as she kills this dragon, she inherits basically all of its knowledge, and all of a sudden she can swim, she can hunt, she can fish, she knows all this stuff, and even things that take time to practice. It's like, yeah, people know how to swim just by looking at somebody, but does your body actually know how to swim? Like, your mind might know how to swim, but you really don't know how to swim. And so that was just, like, weird, because all of a sudden she was swimming, and she's like, I've never swum before, this is weird. And, like, all these different things that she suddenly knows how to do. But it takes time to practice these things, because your body isn't used to it. So that just doesn't make sense. Another example, it's sort of different but the same, is Jude from The Cruel Prince. Now, Jude is probably one of my top 10 favorite characters of any book I have ever read of all time, and I'm probably somewhere like an 8.76 area. She is so, she's almost walking the line of villainy. She is great, fantastic, except for somebody who has so little knowledge of real power and how to hold it over people and blackmail and spying and things like these. All of a sudden she is like all powerful, and just like for somebody who knows so little, she does so much and works with so many different plots and people and this network of spies, and this is like, should be way out of her league and she should know it, except she doesn't. All of a sudden she's just like almost like bad or evil, but she's not. She's like, she's good, but she's not. I don't know, it's weird to explain if you haven't read the book. So the insta power and the insta love are not okay with me because they just don't make sense. I mean, sometimes they work, and I have nothing against the characters. I love the characters most of the time, but they just don't make sense. And neither with the insta love, insta power, and insta clarity. I don't know. I guess everything's instant, and that's probably the reason. Everything that's instant does not make sense because it takes time to work up to something. And then of course love triangles, everybody has a problem with that. There are other things that I probably will think about that I do not like. Also people who have normal everyday lives and they're not paid much attention to, and then all of a sudden they're popular. People, like, they're the main character of the story and they get thrown into this world where suddenly they're the most popular person or most important person, and they're just rolling with it and totally fine, and just like, that doesn't make any sense either, because they're just like a normal everyday person that tries to stay in the shadows and like not be center of attention, and then all of a sudden they're okay with it and all this things. I'd be running away. Okay, probably not. I'd probably be like okay, where's the nearest dragon? But, you know, for a lot of people, they'd be like, stay away from me, I don't want to know any of this, I don't want my world turned upside down. That would probably be one of the most normal responses. But do they do this a lot of the time? No, they're just like suddenly pulled into it. And usually it's because the author writes some thing that makes them do it. Like a kidnapped family member, or their world is going to be torn apart, you know, or something like that. And so that doesn't make any sense either. Anyway, so those are my top 5, I guess, most annoying, irksome tropes. So yep, that was my video for this evening. And if you liked it, then hit subscribe or like or both. You can also follow the links below to my blog, The World of Fandom, where you can find suggestions based off of books you like, take part in forums, quizzes, and reviews, and overall, just have fun. Alright, see you later. Bye.